people are blaming corporate greed, and it's sad because they're just trying to explain why people are getting paid so little, and they're getting paid $10 an hour, 12, 15, and they're like, this isn't working. Even $20 an hour, it's just not even enough. And you start to see that minimum wage starts to increase, and then we go, hey, what is the solution there? Because then the same sort of people that are needing to earn more, all of the services that they're buying, they're wanting people to earn more, and that's fine. But the idea is that then they're left going, hey, why is everyone so greedy then? If I'm only able to make this little bit, I'm working so hard, and there are some people who are like living lavishly, it doesn't make any sense. And they want to blame corporate greed, and maybe it could be corporate greed, but just like with Andrew Tate, he said he saw the Lambo, and that's kind of what gave him the gestalt that nothing is real and that we're living in a matrix. And it's definitely obvious that you can work your entire life, and one isn't going to be able to actually justify any of these sort of items that are flaunted as luxury at a high level. So what is it? It's the corporate greed. Well, it's just like with we have sexuality and evolution. You see all these different animals that are having to behave and do all of these like advanced rituals, like putting their bodies on the line to be able to showcase. Having like brutal battles with each other to showcase all these forms of dominance, and to be able to act just for the end goal, because there's all this energy built up in the desire for reproduction, or the desire, and it may be that's actually what the greed is really about too, is this people are wanting to make more money, just in these sort of same displays that you see in nature of these sort of mating rituals. And so not to say that relationships or anything may be to blame, but it's the fact that it's very fundamental, and trying to stop that is look at how nature dealt with it. They said, hey, nature made it so that let's have these animals become different and transform based on all this energy. And we have the Niagara Falls, so we go and we put a generator under there so that we could get a whole bunch of we can actually yield off of these natural flows. So that's just the sort of concept, is that it's really not about whether the greed is there. It's about why aren't we able to actually leverage that? Why don't we have our generators hooked to that? Why don't we have the tariffs for all of the different services that are coming in from the outside the country? So they don't just say, hey, let's just fire everybody, go pay people who are taking advantage of a lower cost of living, and then just make the money from a higher cost of living. So that's just taking advantage of an asymmetry that's arbitrage, and that it provides, it makes it so that no matter how hard one works in one area, it's actually the locale which is providing the value. And really what that means is that it's really the laws that are providing the value. That's the discrepancy right there. So really it's not even the greed, it's the discrepancy which allows for that sort of thing. So you saw John Deere, they just took their production, now they're moving that to Mexico, and they don't need to. They may find that it's viable, that it's making them more money, but the idea is that those laws, things are the way they are for a certain reason, and they can be changed, and they probably will be eventually. But seeing that as like more of the reason, then at least we could say, hey, the greed isn't going to go away. It's the way that we're actually taking advantage and considering it and leveraging it. So I wish you guys all the best. Take care.